Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening. Today I want to focus on getting through whatever quest we have to do to be able to do Deadmines. So that is kind of the plan. I'm going to try to focus up a little bit today, and we're going to try to get some things done. It's going to mean, I think it's going to mean a run out to Redridge at some point. Don't we have to go to Redridge and talk to Wiley and then do like the stuff where we go talk to Matthias? In Stormwind? Yeah, I think we have to do all that stuff. Unfortunately, that's just like a lot of running around. But that's probably what we're in for today. Apparently I never turned this quest in. I don't know why. Yeah, what a way to open. I don't know if I'll do it right away. Maybe we'll do it in a little bit. Maybe we'll do the kill quest first. And then, yeah, then we have to head out to Lakeshire. And then at some point we have to actually find the messenger. Like the Defias letter carrier. And that's probably not going to be super easy. Kevin, what happened to my paladin? I retired him. And I used the free transfer to send him over to the Manquick cluster. Because I don't plan on playing him anymore. Yeah, I got him stuck at level 47. He had a crappy weapon and he was underleveled. And I didn't see like a favorable way out of that situation, so what I learned about solo self-found hardcore is that you really don't want to be super dependent on your weapon. Because you're never going to get a weapon. Not in the 40s and 50s, especially. Yeah, we're done with the pillagers. Yeah, we took care of the pillagers yesterday. So, you know, we might have to deal with a couple while we're waiting around for the messenger later, but besides that, we should be fine. I am not too worried about it. Yes, Sven, that's great, man. Yeah, you should, if you want to do like a melee character, I would highly recommend focusing on blacksmithing. It turns out that I don't have the patience for the grinding required to do blacksmithing. Because you have to grind out a crap ton of copper. I don't see the entrance to where I'm trying to go. Which tells me that I'm just like in the complete wrong area. Let's head over this way a little bit. Lucas, good morning, good afternoon to you, man. And good morning to everybody that I missed. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm just kind of wanting to get going really, really quick here today. I'm not really in the mood to do the fishing. I kind of want to get right in the quest. These guys don't seem to be like a big threat to us. So, oh, the bash was nice. Yeah, I appreciate the bash before I was able to put up Power Word Shield. That's a good move. That was a good move. Yeah, at some point, Dakota, just probably not today. We'll see how it goes. I would really like to be able to do Deadmines today. Seeing as how, you know, it's a Sunday. And there's going to be like more people available than if I wait till tomorrow. If I wait till tomorrow, there's like no likelihood of getting a group on a Monday. So, yeah. Especially with less and less people playing. Alex, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to get this stuff done so that the Deadmines run can happen. That's kind of the goal. Maybe it'll be too much. Maybe I won't be able to get all the quests. Maybe we'll do it anyway. At this point, it doesn't matter to me very much. If we get the quest, that'll be awesome. And I think it's like a blue staff we could get. But if not, then yeah, we'll see. We'll see how hard it is to get the messenger. It's all going to hinge on whether or not there's a stack of people waiting to tag the messenger. That's not surprising, Lucas. Yeah, I have 0 buffs on. Nobody here is shocked by that. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that with less people playing, maybe the only positive side effect will be that it'll be easier to get those named guys. Especially the messenger. How's the music today, guys? Looking at my meters in OBS, it seems like it could be a little loud. But that's probably okay. Am I excited for the official hardcore? Eh. I will be excited. I'll be excited on day 1 when we're playing it. I've talked about it before. It's really hard to get excited for something that's not new. It's simply a replacement to the thing we have now. And in order to get to the new thing, we have to watch the current thing die. Which is not very fun or exciting, regardless of the fact that it absolutely has to happen. So no, I don't have a lot of hype for it. I don't think anybody does right now, really. I think everyone's just kind of waiting, and we're doing other stuff in the meantime. I'm just kind of waiting for the servers to open. And then on day 1, I think people will be hyped. But I don't really sense a lot of hype right now, and I don't really feel a lot of hype right now. I think they bungled things with what they did. You know, they wanted to kill these servers off and have people leave, so they did what they did. They had to do it. But I would have much preferred an announcement, like the whole announcement. No PTR, no drawn-out timeline. I would have liked to have an announcement 2 weeks out. Like next week should have been the first time we ever heard about hardcore official servers. And imagine how big the community would be by now if it had kept growing at the rate that it was. And if they just hadn't announced official servers and like killed these servers off, then there'd be hype. Then they'd be like, oh wow, hey, 2 weeks we get something new. But nah, the hype isn't really there right now. Nathan, good afternoon, man. Good morning to you. Music is good, voice is low? Huh. I could tap it up a bit. I'll be capping out into the red a lot if I do that. I'm gonna tweak the music down a tad. And put my voice right there. Yeah, damn Baldur's Gate 3. I don't plan to stream anymore BG3, so I could probably like change my OBS settings back. Eventually I might have to do that. Lisa, good afternoon. We have to do this one for a DEADMINES quest, right? I'm not making that up. We actually have to do this. What will I main in official hardcore? I have no idea. For me, it's still weeks. It's still weeks and weeks away. I haven't thought about it very much, honestly. I don't know. We'll do something. Maybe we'll play on Horde side. I have no idea. I probably won't decide until like the night before. I'll try to let you guys know like what faction I plan to be on like a week before. And then, so I'll just pick a faction, then I'll stick to that, and then I'll figure out what class I want to play at the last minute. I think we need this item for a quest in Red Ridge that has us go collect like a bunch of alcohol from a bunch of different places because Blizzard and alcohol. So yeah, we'll hang on to it if I remember. The cool thing is we have no inventory space right now, so. A paladin, not paladin. I can rule some things out for you. We're not going to be a paladin, and we're not going to be a druid. And we're probably not going to be a warlock, and we're probably not going to be a hunter. There we go. I can rule out 4 classes pretty easily, and that's about all I can do is rule some things out right now. I wish I could say more. I wish I cared enough to decide, but I really don't. I just don't care enough to decide because I don't have like super hype. Like I said, there's not a lot of hype for it right now, so I haven't even spent any time thinking about it. Victor, I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well, man. I appreciate you being here and hanging out. Good vibes to you. Lex, you wish you enjoyed WoW? Yeah. I'm lucky like that. I always enjoy WoW. Even if I don't have a lot of hype for something new, I pretty much always enjoy logging into any version of the game and pushing the buttons and being in the world. And I consider myself lucky because I know a lot of people, like, you know, you fall out of the game over time, you can't find things to enjoy about it anymore. The Ice Fury wand is one of 3 wands from a level 40 mage quest that does frost damage. That's really cool, Dakota. Do you know if it slows enemies down? I would kill for a wand that, like, slowed enemies down. How overpowered would that be? To be a priest with a wand that had some slowing on it. I think that would be way overpowered. There's a group that's looking for more for DEADMINES. They have 2 DPS currently. You want to bet they never find a tank or a healer? It does, but that's a mage quest. Okay, well that's a different thing. Yeah, Frost Wand would be really cool for a priest, but I feel like, you know, it'd be overpowered, so maybe there wouldn't be a way to get one. I feel like a wand that slows is overpowered basically for anybody, but since the mage is already able to do slows with the frost spec, it wouldn't be as bad as like just giving it to a priest. Like, here you go, here's a frost wand for some reason. Jackie, good afternoon. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, the problem is this, like, the priest is so powerful that I don't know how I'm not just gonna roll a priest unofficial. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure what to do because I don't know if anything else is gonna feel powerful in quite the same way that a priest does in Classic Era. Because for me, like, power is not just the ability to crush a single mob. To me, power is the ability to go from pull to pull to pull to pull without ever stopping. That's the true power of a Classic Era character. It doesn't matter how fast you can kill an enemy when you're soloing. What matters is can you keep going. And like on the priest we can, and on basically any other class besides the warlock we're not going to be able to. So yeah, there's that. Lots of deaths last night in Stormwind. A level 1 with a PvP flag was asking people for buffs in whispers while his alt friend level 60 road ganked them. Yeah, unfortunately some people's ideas of fun are griefing others. That sucks. And like, I feel like, you know, on the official hardcore servers, I feel like they're going to take action against that stuff. They said it a couple times when they talked about the rules and whatnot for the server, that they're not going to tolerate any kind of gameplay that's like PvP based or taking away from people's ability to do the challenge. So I feel like people are going to get reported on the official, and I hope that Blizzard like takes those reports seriously and takes some kind of action when stuff like that happens, because otherwise you're just going to keep seeing it happen. You'll probably keep seeing it happen anyway, even if they start like doing temp bans. Like, you give somebody a 24-hour lockout, that's just going to tick them off, they're going to come back and do it again. But we'll see how they handle it. Obviously right now, like, it's not being handled anyway, so if they do anything at all, it'll be better than now. Rogues are just bullies. That's classist. You're being classist. I think rogues enjoy, like, being in stealth and ganking people. Yeah, like, the kind of person who's gonna play a rogue is, like, the person who likes that kind of gameplay, for sure. There are probably other people who play rogues who don't care. But yeah, I think a lot of people who enjoy, like, PvP, especially, like, unfair advantage PvP, are gonna play rogues. Because of the tools that you have. Undead, don't never trust an undead rogue. Yeah, they're definitely role-playing that character. They're gonna gank everybody. What do we need? I need one more highwayman. Just one more highwayman. I should probably have just ran the other way, right? Yeah. That's right, there will be no way to trick people into PvP. Yeah. That's a good point, Alex. So basically, like, a lot of the griefing that we see today, then, should essentially be impossible. Oh, look at that. He found us. How lucky are we? Our last highwayman found us. See, we're being classist. Jester says, "Hey, I'm an undead rogue. Do you like ganking people with an unfair level advantage?" Alright, let's get out of here. We have a full inventory. We'll go back, we will turn this one in. And then we're gonna run to Redbridge, I think. Actually, maybe we stop by Moonbrook. Let's check out the Defias Messenger situation. I know we don't have any inventory space. I know. But we can make some. Boop. There we go. Yeah, Victor, today is about getting to a point where we can do Deadmines. Yep. It's about getting the quest done that we need to get done, and getting the dungeon quest that we need so that we can do Deadmines. And so, yeah, I don't know if I care about like, there's a couple that take place outside of the instance. And we could do those anytime. We can do those at a much higher level. I know they're dangerous back in, like, the undead area. So I'm not worried about those ones. I'm worried about making sure we have, like, the core ones that need to get done in the dungeon. Let's have a look. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I don't see a messenger now. We got pillager bodies. So the great thing is there's no body. Now we don't have to have a quest, right? We kill him and we pick up an item. Or do I need to have a quest before I'm stalking this guy's spawn point? The unsent letter. I don't know if that's what it is. They're elites in the outside of the oh maybe I'm thinking about like Wrath of the Lich King when they weren't elites. I didn't realize they were elites. Mr. Jackpot's good afternoon, man. Let's hang out here for a second and we'll see if we can get this guy to spawn. I guess he could be on the road, but listen, with only 15 people here, he's probably not on the road. I don't know. It's that one's dropping from Van Cleef. Am I good to be waiting for this guy, or do I literally need another quest? You need a quest. Okay, yeah, I think you guys are right. I think otherwise, yeah, I'd have his, if I had a quest for it, I'd have his little marker. Maybe you guys are right. I think that's right. Let's get out of here. Let's go back. We'll turn this in. It's probably a follow-up from the running around to Red Ridge and then talking to Matthias Shaw. John, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by and checking out the stream. Alright, so yeah, we have to do our running around now. Let's get this one turned in and we will hit the road. Whitney, good afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. Marvin, I have no idea. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what faction I'm going yet. We don't need the wand. We don't really need the mace. We'll take the sword and sell it. And then we'll empty our inventory before we hit the road. It's not crazy, John. I love hearing from people that the videos help them go to sleep. Because sleep is incredibly elusive, and I have problems getting to sleep as well. So when people tell me that it helps to have them on when they're trying to rest, that's good. I appreciate that. It makes me feel useful to somebody out there. We're gonna have to do some tailoring at some point. If we want to do tailoring, we need to do tailoring to get this stuff out of our bags. We have too much tailoring junk, and it's gonna have to be dealt with. Maybe when we go to Stormwind to talk to Matthias, we will do our tailoring then. That would make sense. Yeah, it sounds productive, Whitney. The only thing I've done is I've helped with laundry and I did a workout, and neither of those two things were very momentous. It's been kind of a slow Sunday. Johnny, you've been playing retail, unlocking all the races, but you're not really enjoying it. Fair enough, man. Yeah, I went to unlock the Culturians a couple weeks ago, and it was like 30 quests or something, and I just kind of stopped in the middle of it. I didn't really want to play a Culturian anyway. I just thought it was gonna. They said they made it easier, but the quest lines are still what they are. So like some of the allied races, you do like 3 quests and they're unlocked. Like the Void Elves, it was like 5 quests, and I don't even feel like they made me finish the chain. They were just like, okay, cool, they're unlocked. You can go back now. And I teleported out like mid-dialogue. And, but some of them are like the Cultirans, where it's like a 20 or 30 quest chain. I need them to just put them on the character select screen. When you go to create a character, you should be able to make any race in the game. Nobody wants to play through stale BFA content. I don't know. Maybe some of the stories are interesting, but I feel like it'd be better if people could just make whatever race they wanted right from the get-go. The dwarf one, yeah, it's like the original ones, like the original 4 that they put in, I think, are pretty long chains. The Dark Iron Dwarves, the Cultirans, Zandalari Trolls was long, but I've got all the Horde ones done except for Vulpera. But I don't really have any of the Alliance except for Void Elves. I'm gonna check out the Lightforged Draenei because I feel like that they were added later, so maybe their quest chain will be more like the Void Elf quest chain and it won't be 30 quests long. Because I'm just not really in for it. Like, it's cool that they have their little stories, but the thing is, like, if I was really, really interested in those stories and those races, I would have done them in BFA when they were current content. We're 2 expansions later. Just give people the races. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the quests. There's like 0.01% of players that care about doing and reading those quests. I'm not even one of them. And I like reading the quests. But when it comes to unlocking races, at this point, we're 2 expansions later, I just want them. Yeah. I just want them unlocked. And yeah, I don't want to have to do 30 quests to do it. So I'll probably unlock the ones that are super easy. And then I'll probably never unlock the Dark Iron or the Cultirans. That's right, I forgot about Mechanomes. I forgot about Mechanomes. Yeah, I have no interest in playing most of the allied races. That's the problem. Even on the Horde side, I didn't have a big interest. But since I was a big Horde player, and since I already had the reputation that I needed, in BFA it was current content, I unlocked them, you know? The only race that I unlocked ever that was like a joy to do the campaign and like really pleasurable to reach the end was the Nightborn. That was like the first one that, you know, that they put in for the Horde side, and it had a really big quest chain, but it was so unique and the quest chain was so well done and it really told you like the story of Suramar, like the history and the current events going on, and I thought that was a really amazing quest chain. And when I unlocked my Nightborn, I was super happy. But outside of that, it's like, yeah, I unlocked the rest of them, but I don't remember any of it. Because I wasn't really interested in the quest or the stories, I just wanted the races unlocked. Yeah, you don't have to do the rep grind anymore. You only have to be level 40, so that's great. Listen, I'm glad with what they did, but they need to go further. They just need to put it available on the character creation screen. Nobody cares about the quest. Nobody wants to do them. Do I prefer Classic Era above Retail? They're both different games. Yeah, I almost wouldn't say that anymore, because they're both different games. I like spending more time in Classic. But then again, I have a great time leveling characters through Retail. And whenever there's like new key story stuff in Retail, I like to log into my max level character and I like to do it. But at this point for me, they're different games. I don't compare them to each other anymore. Yeah, I like it in all of its versions and they're all different. So... yeah, the only thing, I just don't play a lot of Wrath of the Lich King. The new 5-mans were really fun. They were fun to do, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, Wrath doesn't have a future for me, so I'm not really interested in, like, farming up gear and stuff. Same thing with Retail, like in Retail, since I don't have a guild, I have zero interest in doing endgame stuff, like when it comes to raids and stuff like that in Retail, because without a guild, I don't care. And I don't really have time to be in a guild. Yes, Venna, I'm basically planning to always have a Retail playthrough going now just because I really like being able to play in Retail. I really like how the classes feel. It's just a different feeling game, still in the same world. And it's really unique. I could have been killing some wildlife and doing a little bit of skinning as we go. Let's try to cut into the forest here and we'll see how quickly I can take out some of these low-level guys. Can we skin this? Yeah, level 8 is skinnable. It's not going to be easy, but we can do it. Let's see like how hard it is to kill one of these. And that'll determine how much we do it right now. Now the problem is this. Yeah, here's the big problem. I can't use spells against these guys because we're not going to be proccing Spirit Tap. And without proccing Spirit Tap, we don't have mana. Like, we just don't have mana. So if I can't Greater Wand these guys down quickly, then it's not going to happen. Yeah, this seems okay. I just don't want to spend a lot of time on it right now. I want to get these quests done and try to do Deadmines. Yeah, I don't like killing the cows and stuff. Yeah, it's stupid, I know. I don't like killing the critters. Yeah, it's dumb, but I don't like doing it. If the server were more popular, we wouldn't have to fight anything ourselves. We could just run through here and skin everybody else's kills, but there just aren't as many people on anymore. We'll grab his quest. We're not going to obviously do it anytime soon, but we'll grab it to keep track of it. That way when we fly back out, we won't miss it. Yeah. Yeah, that because next time we come here, we won't be running, we'll be flying in. It'll make everything more straightforward if we already have it. Traveling salesman here, he's got some good items. Not for us, obviously, because why would he? But this is how you know that the server is dead, because these items are actually here. Two-handed sword. Like I remember trying to find this guy on the paladin and like not being able to find him. Yeah, he's got nothing for casters. What a jerk. What an absolute jerk. Yeah, he's got potions. I have 8 of those potions. I don't want to spend the money. Yeah, by the time we use all these, we'll probably be out of the health range that it'll be useful. And yeah, with heals, like yeah, I'm good. Let's actually grab the flight point today. Isn't there like a Goldshire breadcrumb here or something like that? Isn't this it? The price of shoes. Yeah, take Werner's note to Smith Argus in Goldshire. We'll grab that one too. And then the guy we're looking for is at the inn. Here we go, Wily the Black. Take Wily's note to Girin in Westfall. Okay, yeah, we have our Hearthstone set there, but let's just fly back. There's not really like a big reason to waste the Hearthstone at this point. I'm not doing anything else here right now. We're strictly here on the business of pushing forward our DEADMINES questing. I'd like to do the DEADMINES run today and see if we're going to get through it, or if it's how the character gets killed off. Will we have enough time? I don't know. It depends on how many more quests we have to do. So after this, I go talk to Girin. He has us go to Stormwind and talk to Matthias. Then we go back. And then we have to find the messenger. Then we have to escort the prisoner. Those are the only ones that I know about, but I'm sure that I'm missing something. Now the quests that take place outside of the dungeon instance, we pick up those in Stormwind, I think. So maybe I should look for those when we go to Stormwind. I know there's one from a dwarf. He wants us to get like the minor punch cards. But I don't know about the other one. And I don't know if a group that comes together will want to do those or not. So there's that. I'm a little low level. Yeah, probably. We'll see where we're at. Hey, if we hit 19, then I think I'm fine. I don't know. I could wait, but the thing is, like, if I try to do it tomorrow, I'm probably not going to find a group. Because it's going to be Monday. And I'm going to be playing at about the same time, which means, like, people are going to be doing their real job thing. The woman in Old Town with the bandanas. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, the sad lady. So dwarf and sad lady. Yeah. I feel like it would probably be fine. Maybe we want to hit level 19 just to be sure. We'll see. Yeah, there's not a lot of healers out there, so people can't be really choosy. You had a Pally healer at 18 yesterday? Yeah? Yeah, if a Pally can heal at 18, we could probably do it. Unless the Pally was like fully spec'd into Holy, which I don't even think would get you a lot at that level. I think I'm okay at healing. We should be fine. I don't have any real big fears about it. If it's a normal pull, I can heal it. If things go like way wrong, then we'd probably be screwed no matter what. But if things are going according to some kind of plan, then I don't really have a big concern. Okay, so now what? What now? What happened? Yeah, this is Matthias. Okay, let's go talk to him, and we have to do some tailoring. Like, we're gonna have to do some tailoring to empty out the bags, or I just shove everything into my mailbox. If I work on tailoring, what are the odds we can make some stuff for ourselves? What's our gear look like? Our gear is not awful. Our gear is not awful. I'm looking forward to the official servers, Bobaferk, but I'm not like super hyped about it. I'll be happy when they're here, because then like other people will be hyped for the game again. Yeah, like right now we're watching the Bloodsail Buccaneers server die. And that's the opposite of exciting. It's the opposite of exciting. It's depressing. So it's kind of unfortunate that we have to go through this to get to the official hardcore. I wish they'd have held off on the entire announcement, not said a word about it, until 2 weeks out. If it was 2 weeks out, that would have been perfect. Hardcore servers coming in 2 weeks. Here are the rules. Here's the cool stuff we added. No PTR, because we don't need a PTR to test the hardcore stuff. We didn't need it. I'm really enjoying Baldur's Gate, Red Robin. I'm just trying to figure out like what I'm doing with the game on my channel/channels. Because like having it on my main channel is like it's dropping my channel metrics like considerably. But there seems to be a core group of people watching on the main channel who really like it. So I also started a series on my other channel, which nobody knows about, Rambles Gaming. Because that's kind of a place where I can play games like I don't have to worry about how well they do or how crappy they do. I can just play and enjoy the game. So I'm still kind of trying to decide. I'm rolling an actual Vengeance Paladin on my other channel, because if some people noticed, we're not a Vengeance Paladin on the current playthrough, because I was so new to the game that I wasn't paying attention to a lot of stuff in character creation, and I completely missed the part where we pick our subclass, and I missed the part where we pick our background, like Royal or Outlaw or whatever. So yeah, I've learned a lot in my time in Baldur's Gate, and yeah, I'm just like trying to figure out what I want to do with it. Because I want to keep playing it. It's an amazing game that I don't plan to stop playing. It's just going to be a matter of like what goes where. I think I'm gonna keep a playthrough going on both channels, honestly, but I kind of worry about it. Yeah, the storming music was loud. I turned it down a bit for you guys. I hope that helped. Yeah, Edward, nobody knows I have another channel. Yeah, it's Rambles Gaming. There's probably a link to it on my main channel page. But yeah, I started up an actual Vengeance Pally today on that channel. Yeah, I'm gonna store this stuff for now. I don't want to deal with this right now. I just want it out of my inventory. There we go. I appreciate that, Red Robin. Yeah, so that's where the actual Vengeance Paladin playthrough is going to be. I think I'm going to re-roll something, like, random. I'm going to re-roll something on the main channel, I think. But yeah, I'm moving the Vengeance Pally over there so that I can do whatever I want with it, because that's, yeah. Oh, thanks, Amy. I appreciate that. You're lovely. Yeah, if you guys want to hit that up and check it out, I'd appreciate it. Subbing always helps. Yeah. That's kind of my channel where, like, if I'm loving a game but it's not doing great on the current channel, I'll take it there. Or it's for a place, it's the place where, like, I try games that I'm not sure about. I've tried a couple of random games. And that way I can kind of play those games there and share those journeys with you guys without having to worry about it tanking my metrics. Alright, we need to find Lady in Old Town. Lady in Old Town. Why am I not seeing like a quest pop up for her? Maybe I'm not at the level I need to be to find the Lady in Old Town. Let's go talk to Matthias, and we'll worry about the lady in a minute. I would expect to see like an exclamation on the map for her somewhere. So that one sends us back to Westfall. I know for sure we want to go talk to the dwarf. He is up in the Dwarven District. Surprisingly, he's in the Dwarven District. I know. Am I streaming on YouTube alone or Twitch as well? I don't stream on Twitch. Yeah. Luckily I can stream here. And this is like where people are familiar with me from, where they know my channel from. If I were to stream on Twitch, I'd have about 5 people watching right now. And life would be much more depressing than it needs to be. Yeah, Twitch is kind of a cesspool, especially if you're like getting into Twitch and you don't have like anything. Like, yeah, I'll never stream on Twitch. The hoops you have to jump through and the amount of grinding you have to do to even get monetized on Twitch is abysmal and soul-sucking. And then also, like, you're never gonna do as well on Twitch if you create the kind of content that I do, where like a lot of my stuff is immersive stuff. And that's kind of where people know me from. The only reason I'm streaming is because enough of you guys over the years that are here, like, you guys like it. Because you've watched some of my other content and you've liked that. If I had just started streaming out of nowhere, there'd probably be nobody watching. It's just that I had years of actual content up first before I started streaming. And you can't do that on Twitch. On Twitch, you just go live and you grind and you grind and you grind and you cry. Alright, well hey, we got 2 of them. The badge and the union cards. Those are the elites that are outside of the instance entrance. And then I'm not sure what's up with the lady. Oh, the lady in Old Town is Stockades. Yeah, I for some reason we thought it was DEADMINES. I kind of remembered it being DEADMINES too, but maybe it was stocks. Okay, well hey, if it's stocks then I don't need to worry about it. I think I just walked past somebody who waved to me, so if that was you, I know I'm rude, I'm sorry. If you just waved to me and I just ran right past you, I'm sorry. I saw it at the last minute. We were already auto-running, so... The gnome has a quest for DEADMINES? Oh. Yeah, for some reason, in my mind, she had a quest for Gnomergon, because of course she's a gnome, so why wouldn't she have a Gnomergon quest? Yeah, Mr. Jackpots, people would ask me from time to time, and what my kind of answer to myself, at least, was always like, when I felt like enough people wanted to watch, then I would be okay doing it. I put it off for a long time. I had some anxieties about it. And eventually we got where we're at now. Underground Assault. Okay. That wand is still not better than the greater wand, so that kind of sucks. But the XP would be good. Alright, we've got 3 of them. Red Silk Bandanas is a DEADMINES quest. Well now, Alex, that was you? I'm sorry, man. Yeah. I think people waved to me sometimes and like, I don't see it. There we go. So yeah, I don't know where this lady is then, because we're not, maybe it's like something that opens up at level 19. What's the minimum level on the quest? A woman in Sentinel Hill. Oh, at the top of the tower. Oh, okay. Yeah. And so she's not always there. I think we have to reach a certain point in the quest chain for her to be there. We could take a look, but yeah, now I know who you're talking about. Okay, so the woman in Old Town gives a quest for stockades. The lady at the top of the Sentinel Hill Tower has the quest for the silk bandanas from DEADMINES. I think I finally got there. Yeah, I think I finally figured out what you guys were trying to tell me. I'm a habitual ignorer of people. Yeah. I ignore things in the physical world. I ignore like whispers come in and I don't look at them. I'm used to not being able to like show or look at my my tabs, because you know, without the camera there, then the tabs would be revealed in the video. So I'm so used to staying in my immersive tab that that's usually where I hang out. Even though I could look at whispers now, I typically don't, because of like years of habit of like never having a tab open where I could even see whispers. That now, like, when I get a whisper, I never look at them, I never see them. Script, good evening, man. Thanks for being here. I would only notice if you were giant cups of coffee. That would be irregular, and yeah, I would take notice of that. Yeah, most certainly. Alright, so now we do this, and then we have to go after the messenger. And then we have to escort the prisoner. But then I feel like we're still... Oh yeah, the one at the top of the tower. Now see, she's not there right now. At least there's no quest marked. So we'll do everything we can up until the point of getting ready to go to the run. And we'll hope that maybe by then she will be available to give us the quest. Yeah, so we are level 17. It might, like... Yeah, she's not there right now. We can go make sure, because I know sometimes Questie is bad. We shouldn't just, like, rely on Questie. Let's go have a look for ourselves and just confirm that she's not there right now. After we finish the messenger. Okay, let's not go look. Let's just listen to Alex, because he would know. Let's focus up and go after the messenger. Maybe we'll get really lucky. Yeah, we'll do the messenger, we'll do everything. Then we'll check for her, and then we should be ready to go do the run. My wife has brought me some spaghetti and meatballs, and I might be going camera dark to eat that soon. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that while we're waiting for the messenger to spawn. I'm gonna kind of cut over to the road just in case maybe he's on the road. I know it's unlikely. Alright, yeah, while we do this one, I'm gonna eat. I'll pin a little comment so people know why I'm not around. I will pin that one. And yeah, I'll hang out here, we'll see if we can find this guy, and I will see you guys on the flip side when I'm done eating. That didn't exactly take long, did it? So much for having time to eat. Definitely Parmesan, yes. Actual shredded Parmesan, not like the stuff that comes in the can, but actual Parmesan that my wife shredded by hand. But yeah, I am gonna eat this food on the run back, I guess. Alright, we're back. John, I do usually play on the same servers, yeah. And how do I decide? I look for something that's high population, that's in my time zone. And that's basically how I've picked all my servers. Like, highest population, PvE, in my time zone. And that's it. Of course, I also look at faction balance, so like for other, not so much for Classic Era, because all of the servers are clustered together. But in other versions of the game, you have to do a quick Google and find out like which server you want for Horde or Alliance. And then you gotta pick that one. I'm not gonna get jumped by anybody, am I? Like I'm gonna have to fight through to wherever he's going, but I don't think we get jumped. Okay, maybe we get jumped. He's slowed down. So Alex, I can just wait for you, man. I can go grind or something and just wait. Yeah, I'm not in a super rush to get into the run. I just wanted to get everything ready so that we could do it. But yeah, I can definitely just go grind. So we can do like maybe the lighthouse stuff or something. I don't know, but we can go do something. Yeah, if you want to do the DEADMINES run, yeah, definitely jump on whatever character you want to do it on. Yep, and we'll wait for Alex to finish up and be ready, and then we'll go, we'll fill who we need to fill. It should be easy if we're just looking for a handful of DPS. Yep. This guy's going all the way in. Alright, that's good. There we go. That's done. And so now we turn that one in, and we should have access to the red linen quest after that, I guess, even though Questie is still not marking it. That was like the smoothest that I've ever found the messenger and was able to grab the escort quest ahead of anybody else. Usually you're waiting on the messenger and then you have to wait for someone else to finish the escort quest, and it gets kind of messy. But that was really smooth. Horde players killing the NPC, that's rude, yeah. The Red Robin, the quest marked back there I found out was an item that drops off of Van Cleef. Why it's marked there, I don't know. Yeah, when you're able to immediately kill the messenger and then immediately snipe the escort quest, that's when the server's dying. Absolutely. Yeah, because a few weeks ago, well, like a month ago now, probably, would have been a different story. Martin, you don't need 2 pop filters. But I have determined that I do. Because I've definitely recorded stuff without the second one. I appreciate the feedback. I just don't need it. Do I think Garrosh was a bad war chief? Yeah. The thing about Garrosh is that he knew he was a bad war chief, though. Well, who was a worse war chief was Thrall. Thrall was the worst war chief because Thrall handed leadership over to somebody who was like, hey, dude, I can't do this job. And Thrall was like, nah, you got it, man. Your dad was strong and stuff. You can do this. And he was like, nah, I really can't. I'm really messed up, man. I can't do the job. And Thrall just wanted to go do his shaman thing. He wanted anybody to take over because he was so selfish that he just wanted to go do his thing. So Thrall was the worst war chief. Garrosh didn't want to be war chief. He got pushed into it by Thrall. For the quest interface, Bob, that's called Immersion. Yeah. It's the Immersion add-on. Vol'jin probably was the best war chief, honestly, yes. Vol'jin was a good choice for war chief. Vol'jin had the temperament to be a good war chief. He had the experience to be a good war chief, the wisdom. Vol'jin was a good war chief. That's why he got killed just randomly, you know, in Legion. Well, I guess he got killed randomly to a random scum demon because maybe somebody whispered in his ear and distracted him in a pivotal moment. He should, yeah, I feel like, right. Yes, Edward. In that situation where, like, you have a choice between Garrosh and, Sourfang. You should go with Sourfang. Obviously, it's pretty obvious. And he didn't do that. They wanted to tell the Garrosh story, but it was weird how they did it, because it's weird to have, like, Garrosh saying, no, I'm not right for the spot, and for Thrall just to be like, I believe in you. It's bad leadership. It's bad leadership, and then thinking about the kinds of people that worked at Blizzard then, the fact that they wrote a character with, like, really bad leadership qualities and thought he was a hero, like, the fact that they wrote Thrall the way they did, and they still thought he was a good hero character, that says something about them, because all that Thrall displayed was a complete lack of any good leadership qualities whatsoever. You know? It'd be like if you were offering an employee a promotion to, like, a more important role where they have to take on bigger responsibilities, and that employee told you, I can't do that, I'm not qualified. You don't put them in the spot. You definitely don't put them in the spot, like, and let them go and expect that they're going to do anything but F up. And F up was exactly what Garrosh did. The worst war chief is Blizzard. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yep. Yeah, Garrosh loses his head, goes after Varian in a cutscene, and then Thrall's like, you're good to lead. you're fine. That's how orcs get stuff done. Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. I think I'm gonna grind on some guys for a while we wait to get things going. Yeah, he did have to use magic to kill Garrosh. Yep, it's so crap, and it's like they didn't take that story anywhere. They didn't do anything with it. They got rid of Thrall for a while, and then when we see Thrall again, he's just back to being a buff warrior dude. He's living on Draenor, having a farm or something where the crops can't grow properly, and that never got followed up on either. Like, where's Thrall's family? They don't know how to write, like, human-seeming characters because they're, you know, they have trouble with that for whatever reason. So when it comes to writing in, like, family members and loved ones, they write those characters out of the story because they don't have any capacity to handle actual characters with actual emotions. They do a good job of faking that they can. They have big cutscenes sometimes where you feel like you can see, like, the character's emotions, but that's the animations talking and not the writing. Am I still eating? Are you asking me that because of my comment? I wish it would let you unpin my comments. That'd be helpful. Thank you though. Yeah, I'm not still eating, obviously. Yeah, amazing world building, terrible characters and dialogue. It's because they don't have writers, and they're never gonna have writers. They don't care. Writers would be another expense. They think their writing is fine. Like, they don't see any problems with their writing. That's why they continue to write the way they do. They think it's great. Because they experience in the vacuum in which they create it. And I don't think many members of the team actually play the game and level up through their experiences that they craft or have a part of crafting. So they don't know how it comes across in the game and how bad it is. Because in the vacuum of brainstorming, sitting in a room with a bunch of your friends and tossing plot ideas around and reading through dialogue and stuff, it probably sounds really cool and good. But then how it's executed in the game is very poor and bad. But I don't think they ever experienced that part of it. Maybe we'll be able to grind out to level 19. That would give us a little bit of an edge. I should put DEADMINES in the title of the stream. Not that it matters too much, but I can work it in there. DEADMINES today. All right, there we go. Stream name updated. Did the Paladin die? The Paladin retired, and I transferred the Paladin off of Bloodsail over to the Mancrick server cluster. Because I don't plan on playing him in hardcore anymore. In fact, I would never again play a melee character in solo self-found hardcore. Yep, it's just too random to rely on having a good weapon as a melee class when it's solo self-found. In solo self-found, you want to have spell ranks, and that way, like, as you level up, you don't have to worry about the fact that your weapon is getting more and more and more outdated every level you get. Like, leveling up on the Paladin, wasn't even exciting, because, oh good, we gained a level, now our weapon is even weaker. It got to a point where, like, fighting green enemies 5 levels beneath us, we were still down to 1/3 of our HP and 1/3 of our mana by the end of every fight, and I had to drink between every single fight, even fighting greens. I couldn't go 2 enemies without having to stop and heal myself and drink. And that's just a level of tedium that I wasn't willing to subject myself or you guys to. Think about the night and day difference here, where, like, on this character, we basically don't ever have to stop. Oh, Alex, this is going to be a tough one. Well, you got Judgment, so, like, you have a fair chance. But there's another Paladin here. Maybe if I dance about and distract them, is that against the rules? Just dance about and distract everybody. Did he spawn and somebody got him? What happened there? Somebody got him. Somebody ran away. Alright, 3 of you left. Someone's completing the escort right now, too. But to be fair, when Thrall used that lightning, it seemed like he knew that was something he wasn't gonna do. Like, that was not honorable. You know what I mean? When he hit him with the lightning when he knew he wasn't gonna win, it's not honorable to, like, start fighting somebody some way. Like, oh, I'm gonna physically fight you. Oh, it's not going my way. I better whip out the magic. Like, it'd be like getting into a knife fight, like agreeing to a knife duel, losing, and pulling out a Glock. And be like, oh, I'm gonna lose. I'll just shoot you. Yeah, it's like, it's not, sure, it might not have been expressly against the rules, but like, you could tell they were fighting a certain way. And then as soon as it wasn't going to work out for Thrall, like, he just went for the lightning. He didn't even take a big beating first, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't take a big beating. He got knocked down a little bit, and he was like, well, time to go for the big guns. Yeah, I don't like Thrall's character. The way they've handled Thrall has always been bad. Ever since Warcraft 3, he's gotten worse and worse. He's so good in Warcraft 3. And then it's like he devolves throughout all of World of Warcraft. And now I'm at a point where, like, I kind of never want to see Thrall again. I know we're going to because he's on the BlizzCon poster. And they don't put you on the BlizzCon poster if you're not going to be a character that's, like, prominent in the upcoming expansion. So, unfortunately, like, we're going to have to tolerate Thrall again in his stupid, nonsensical story arc. You know, maybe he'll become a pirate in the next expansion. Maybe that's his real calling. He'll become an outlaw rogue pirate. This place is a ghost town. Not a good place to farm right now, apparently. Nobody else waiting for Messenger, though, so that's good. It's gonna be his redemption arc for being a crappy character. Like, he doesn't, it's like, it's too late. You don't do a redemption arc now. Like, if they wanted to do a redemption arc, they should have done it after he killed him that way, and like, he cheated. He should have been like, oh, I have a lot to like, atone for. But he never did that. That never happened. And now it's like way too late for that arc. It's way too late for that arc now. These fireballs still hurt even at a higher level. Ouch. My favorite area to level in? I have so many favorite zones. Elwyn Forest is nice, Mulgore is nice. Westfall's nice, Red Ridge. It's easier for me to pick like zones I don't like. The Paladin's retired, Blake. He didn't die. I was not going to continue him. It had gotten so tedious. I transferred him off to the Mancrik server cluster. Because I did not plan to play him 156. That is nice. Yeah, there's been a little bit of a slump in interest recently. I don't think as many people have been interested in hardcore WoW recently. We actually hit a record for the stream a few days ago. It was like 5 days ago. We hit 200 for a minute. But then the past couple days have been, you know, less interest. I think people are doing other stuff. There's not a lot to do in Silithus, especially in Classic. There's just not a lot to do there. It's a cool zone with some cool stuff going on, like the swarm in the middle of it, you know, before the sword was there. The big, like, Silithid swarm was really cool. But yeah, there's just not a lot to do. Yeah, what sword? There's a sword in Silithus? No. What? No. What? No. Yeah, the sword they didn't know how to deal with. They're like, yeah, it's gone. No, we never dealt with it, but let's pretend like it didn't happen. It sucks when there's like entire things in the game that we have to pretend like never happened. Like, we have to pretend like Shadowlands didn't happen as an entire expansion. We have to pretend that Sargeras didn't ram a sword into the planet that never got resolved in any meaningful way. Like, we have to, like, and then, like, so we have to pretend those things didn't happen, all while knowing that at any minute, the crappy story creators at Blizz could pull those plot threads back out and try to work with them for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, they could pull those out at any moment. Anything from Shadowlands could resurface at any moment. The sword could be a plot thread at any moment. Like, it just sucks. You want to ignore the stuff, but at the same time, you're like, well, one day somebody's going to get the bright idea to pull it back out of the hat. I mean, the sword never made sense. Like, you can't, you just had to suspend every single ounce of disbelief to allow for the sword to happen. You can't think that this is a planet in a universe with physical laws and physical rules, or that atmosphere matters, or the planet itself matters. Like, you have to suspend every single ounce of disbelief in order to accept that Sargeras rammed the giant sword into the planet, and it just kind of stayed there, and it was fine. And all it did was it just made Azerite bubble to the surface. Like, you just have to suspend every ounce of disbelief, and like, it's hard to do that. It's hard, and that's why the sword is not a thing. He addressed Thrall as a shaman, but we watched the fight. I'm just saying, like, I get that it wasn't against the rules, but we watched how they fought, and like, we saw at first how like Thrall was trying to fight him like orc to orc. And then he didn't. And then he didn't, you know? And then he was like, ah, I got knocked down. This sucks. I better lightning ball. WoW is like Star Wars. The only way to save yourself is to forget a large portion of it. Yes. Absolutely. Lael, you haven't missed anything too exciting yet, man. We're going to try to do DEADMINES here in a little bit. Alex is finishing up some quests, and we're gonna go. Yeah, we got Chase on his mage. I think he's gonna come along and do some DPS, and yeah, it should be good. Or we'll all die. One of those things will happen. What if they decide every expansion was a dream? Good. I wish they would. What I really want is I want there to be a patch where we just go into an alternate timeline of Azeroth where the Titans never existed. And I think that'd be the best way to do a reset. It's really dumb, but to do a reset, they could pop us down into a different timeline. And they could be like, well, it turns out there is no true timeline. It turns out that this one, especially with the Titans, is not a true timeline because the Titans have interfered with everything on the planet at this point. And that would be cool. I'd love to just plop all the characters and player characters down into an alternate timeline. That would be a good way to get rid of Thrall, get rid of Jaina, get rid of like all the characters we know. And then you could have like slightly alternate universe versions of them that I feel like the new writers at Blizzard will handle better. Then like, it sucks when like the new people at Blizzard who were like, they were 3 years old when Warcraft 3 was out. Like, you have people who were 3 years old when Warcraft 3 came out. You have them trying to write characters like Jaina and Thrall, and it doesn't work. You have them trying to write Arthas as a blue glowy ball in the Shadowlands because the people were 3 years old when Warcraft 3 came out. And they've probably only been working for Blizzard for a handful of years. So they don't know the characters or the game. That's the reality. That's why when they make up new characters in retail, the new characters are always better. Because they're being handled by their creators. As opposed to people trying to handle characters that they had nothing to do with the creation or evolution of. And then what happens too is, like, since those aren't their characters, they don't care in the same way. So they're fine with Arthas becoming a blue glowy ball. They're fine with Uther becoming a blue angel person, and then we never hear from him again. Like, they're fine doing all this stuff with the characters because those aren't their characters, and they don't care on the way that you would care if you created a character. It's a huge factor, Marvin. Yeah, people don't realize that. People don't, because they're like, oh, Blizzard, 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 Blizzard. It's not Blizzard. Blizzard is a company of hundreds of employees. Most employees at that level usually stay in a job from 2 to 5 years, and then they go somewhere else. So, no, it's like, it's Blizzard, but it's always different people. Like, every 5 years, it's like different people. And keep in mind that, like, all of the big creative people from behind the game are gone, too. And so yeah, it's just it's young people handling characters that have been around for a long time, and that's why it doesn't come off right. That's why we get Sylvanas' story arc and Arthas' story arc, and they all suck. Because it's not the original writers or creators handling the characters anymore. It's just people, you know? And they'll do better writing their own characters. Like in Dragonflight, some of the best characters, in my opinion, are characters like Emberthal. Characters that are just brand new and they don't have a place in the lore until now. That's like Emberthal's a really good character with a really solid arc. And it's because it's a new character that the current Blizzard staff are handling. Yeah, exactly. Every single developer from the original team left years ago. Yes. Yeah, all those people who have been gone. Yeah, they never played War 3. They probably never played Vanilla, like, because they were young. You know, it's young people, man. There aren't a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds. Somebody's inviting me to a group. I don't think this is the group I want to be in, though. Is it? Oh, Mage. Chase, is that you, man? Before I accept this group, I guess I can accept it and it doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Awesome, thank you. Alright, here's the thing. Do I have enough water for this run? Because I only have 21 milk, guys. Do I need to run back to town and get water? I feel like it might be a good idea. Wait, mage water. Yeah, I can use mage water, and that's fine. If you don't mind. I have milk too, but honestly, we're level 18. I don't know if the milk's gonna help. Clear out the inventory a bit? Damn, you're right, I probably should. Okay, let me go back and at least clear out the inventory. I gotta clear out the inventory. I should have already been doing that, but you know, it's me, so... What can you expect? Oh yeah, Alex. Alex got it. He's like, hey Robert, you can't trade. Oh! Not even for mage cookies? I can't even have... You're right, I can't even have some mage cookies. Okay, we'll go back. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I feel like mage food should be like free. It should be fine. Yeah. You should be able to trade for mage food. Because otherwise that kind of sucks. There's a vendor in the big house? Which house? Really? Like a food and drink vendor? Really? Okay guys. Okay, there's apparently a vendor here. I don't know, are they going to sell food and water though? Because that's what I need. I need not only to empty my bags, but across from the entrance. Okay, I'll have a look. It's weird because I thought Questie would mark it for me, but apparently not. Maybe I'm not tracking things that I think I'm tracking. Yeah, I'm not tracking the things that I think I'm tracking. That's the problem. Just a selling vendor. Ah, guys, I'm going back to Sentinel Hill. Here, I'll make it a little faster. Yeah, I'll make it a little faster. I'll hearth back. Oh, Alex, you're doing the escort. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll hearth back. I'll empty the bags out. I'll get proper level water, you know, that doesn't suck. And then we'll go from there. So I can get melon juice. I don't have a lot of stuff I can actually get rid of. Or that I want to get rid of. Let's get rid of the milk. Okay, it's looking better. Alright, I'm kind of hoping at this point that 60 melon juice should be good. Yep, that should be good. It's against the made-up rules, John, of the mode that we're playing. So yeah, with the made-up rules in the add-on, we can't trade with other players, and we can't use the auction house, and we can't mail stuff. It's to prevent a non-hardcore character from giving an advantage to a hardcore character. Yeah, it's so somebody at a higher level who was not playing hardcore can't just come up and hand you a bunch of stuff to make your journey easier. Yeah, it's just one of the made-up rules that we're working with. Alright, so we vendored, we got water. I should probably catch a repair. I don't know when the last time was that we were actually at a repair guy. Not that we can die, we can't wipe, so like really, like repairing is not really that big of a deal, because we literally can't die. But we'll see. Yeah, it's solo self-found. So yeah, in this mode of the game, you don't get to get anything from other players. You can't even use the auction house. It'll be a little bit different on Blizzard's official hardcore. On the official hardcore, we'll have the auction house. We'll be able to trade, so it'll be a little bit different. In some people's minds, it will be a little bit less hardcore, which at this point, like, I'm okay with. I'd like to be able to at least use the auction house to spend my gold. We have a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna pop a couple of them at some point. We got intellect, we got spirit, and then we have protection. And I'll probably pop them when we get into the run. Yeah, on the other thing is, on the new server, everyone is guaranteed to be hardcore because nobody can res. So yes, that's why we're going to be able to use the auction house and stuff, because at least that way you know, like, if you're buying something on the auction house, it's coming from another hardcore player. And right now, there's no way to know that, so that's why we can't do it. Yeah, this is already better than the RFC run where the tank died right before the dungeon event. We took 2 hours to find a healer. 2 hours to find a healer. We're all going to the run, and the tank dies out in the world. After he'd already gotten to 1% and 3% a couple of times, and we were like, hey dude, maybe you want to be careful. And he was like, haha, lol, that was close. And then he died. Like, okay, perfect. Are we, we're not quite ready. Yeah, I'm ready whenever you guys are ready. We'll just hang out here for a second. I'll change the title to DEADMINES Now. Yeah, DEADMINES Now. There we go. Will I remember to change it back once the run is over? I don't know. We have a nice and varied group composition. Yeah, this is good. Pally, mage, hunter, a couple of mages. We got a lot of clothies, but it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a pretty easy run. We could even spend a talent point. How amazing would that be? And with that, we're gonna be done in discipline. After that, we're gonna be going full shadow, I think. From now on. I think I'm gonna record this portion. I'm gonna record this portion where we do the dungeon with NVIDIA Shadowplay, so that way I can put this up on the channel, just this run, for people that just want to see it. I think maybe I'll do that. That could be okay. It's kind of doubling up, but yeah. Or I could just put some markers in the VOD. I feel like less people will see the VOD though, than if I like just record it and put it up. Meh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe I'll record it, I think, and then I'll think about if I want to put it up separately as a video. I need to set up a healing bar really quick. That is something I need to do. I'm not going to downrank anything. I know it's not mana efficient, but I'm not going to downrank anything. We have rank 1 of regular heal. Well, that's a little bit scary. Okay. And then I want to be able to shoot from this bar as well. Okay. I want to be able to Shadow Word Pain from this bar, just to help out a little bit. I wouldn't, just in case of like an oh crap button. I don't think I'll ever use that, but let's leave it on a shift key. Let's put it here. That way I don't hit it by mistake. Fade can come down right there. Okay. Cool. Yeah, the problem is like if I leave, yeah, I could leave the VOD with the dungeon name in it, but then like so much of the VOD is not the dungeon. So much of the what about everything else? Dakota, yeah, what about every other spell you're gonna use? You can tell I've set up a healing bar recently. Yeah, with the Pally I can bubble you. Yeah. So with a warrior I would not be as inclined to use this as much. But on a Pally tank, this is going to be good. Right, okay. And also, Red Robin, the thing about VODs, if I'm being honest, is like, after a stream ends, YouTube does not push old VODs to people the way it pushes videos. It matters how it gets up. So if you record a VOD, and then, you know, the VOD stays on YouTube, but YouTube does not push that to people the way it will push a video that's just gone up. And so, like, over time, less people will see content that's in the VOD who weren't there originally. That's kind of why I wouldn't mind having it just as a separate video. I don't know if any of them are shareable. A lot of them are the result of chains. Are we thinking we're good? Oh, yeah, I have to change my raid frames too. I can't heal with these. Let me do that really fast. Raid profiles, use the raid style frames. Okay, that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, that was necessary. Let's unlock this. Bring this down here. Okay. That should be good. And guys, I'm going to be mainly focused on the run, so if I'm ignoring chat, you guys know why. I don't want anybody to die. I'll turn the in-game sounds up a bit. Yeah, Chris, it's a setting called resolution scaling. If you look in your graphical options, you'll see resolution scaling. You want to turn that all the way up to 200%. That's how you get it to look good. Will we do stocks? Yes, eventually. We will, sure. See, if they made all tanks mana reliant, then a tank would hardly ever run off without its healer. Because they would need mana too. We have all the quests, yeah. Nicely done. That's a good pull, yeah. Pulling him back was smart. Alright. Well, the boss should go pretty smoothly now that we got all those guys. Strength and intellect, okay. Battle mage gloves? Yes. Exactly. Yeah, we're Shadow. I mean, we're not Shadow. It's really early to really care about the spec, you know what I mean? We got 5 points here, we got 5 points here. That's it. Right now, we're as much disciplined as we are Shadow. Which is to say, not much. Yeah, in retail the specs alter the classes a lot more immediately. Like right away, picking a spec alters your class a lot. In Classic era, it doesn't start to alter your class a lot until you've leveled up quite a bit. Oh, the fun room. Oh gosh. You know, I think about like the first dungeon each faction can do, the Horde gets to do Ragefire Chasm, which is like dungeon easy mode. And the Alliance has to do Deadmines, which has a lot of troublesome rooms in it, a lot of bad pulls that can happen. Yeah, this is a hard room. Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's nothing like this in Ragefire. There's nothing like this in Wailing Caverns. The Alliance have a tough start as far as like the dungeon, which really only matters on hardcore. In Classic era, you can put points wherever you want. You're never gonna be like locked into a spec tree. Like you can put points wherever you want. You start putting points in at level 10, but where you put those points is entirely up to you. Whereas like in retail, you have to pick a spec. Like you can't pick Shadow and then put points into the Discipline spec. You don't even have access to look at it unless you change specs. What I mean is that you don't get enough points into one or the other, because you get points every 2 levels. So you don't start feeling like a Shadow Priest until you've put like 15, 20 points into the tree. That's all I meant, is that you start putting points in, but like you're not going to feel a big difference until you put quite a few points into one tree or another. Like for Shadow, you don't even get Shadow Form, it's your last point. You gotta get all the way to the bottom of the tree to even get your Shadow Form in Classic era. We got ads, we should take this upstairs. Yeah, Steven, that's the first big, like, Shadow Priest thing is going to be Mind Flay, yep. Until we get to that, we just feel like a priest. Yeah, Joe, I've seen that pull happen just like that and go really, really bad. So yeah, it could have been a lot worse. But we handled it. That's what we do, we handle things. Yeah, I'm hoping that if we get some really crazy pulls, we do have 2 sheeps available, so that should mitigate any problems quite a bit. And when we're on the boat, yes, mages, we'll have to think about sheeps. Count all the sheeps, just don't fall asleep. I didn't think he was going to come by himself. I thought we were going to get all 3 with that. Yeah, I think Chase is fire, right? Yeah, somebody's opening with Pyroblast. big giant pyroblast, 5-second cast time. It's a cool way to open, but for me it was always like such a long cast time. But you get to see that big chunk of damage come off right away. Oh, where are we here? It's a cool place to be. Yeah, I don't see the pat yet. If there is a pat, we probably have some time before we have to really worry about it. Yes, Alex is tanking. Yep, yep. And now we've got the pet. Look at that, 2 sheeps. Great job, I love it. Alright, well that's 2 quests down, and now the other 2 of these are outside of the instance. Yeah, we are getting some pretty decent greens. I can't complain too much. Tim, thanks for being here, man. And yes, he is. Alright, yep, this'll be a fun fight. Alright, well that was a little bit too exciting, but it worked out. One-handed strength stam spirit axe. Ugh. Gross. Oh, they are pugs, Tim. Yeah. The other mage and the hunter are pugs. As far as I know. The random Stormwind music that I had to turn down? Yeah. Ouch. Orange Filter, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for hanging out, man. We'll catch you next time. We're at the deadliest parts, basically. Now that we're on the ship, this is like the deadliest parts of the run. Yeah, this is where things go sideways. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we can jump over to the wheel if things go bad. We do need to rebuff, yeah, after this pull. There's some groups you can accidentally pull by getting too close to the boat, and they will run down and pull everything else. So this is just kind of a sketchy area. And you can kind of reset them if you jump over here. There's like a wheel you can jump to if you pull too much, but that's also kind of sketchy. So we're just kind of hoping that we don't like body pull anything through the side of the ship. This guy's the troublemaker, yeah. Auntie, one day we did. One day we had 205. It's been much lower ever since that day. But today's been really good. I appreciate all of you guys who are here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's a nice 8-slot bag. Grats. That's cool and everything, but we're gonna get an item off the quest, so... Oh, damn. That was brutal. Yeah, it's true, but it's fine. Okay, here we go. Oof. I think we gotta kill the ads, right? Quick. I've never seen the shirt before. That's cool. Oh, good job, guys. Out of mana for most of it. Yeah, hey, that was awesome. Alex, Chase, great job. Yeah, let's loot all the items, right? Let's not leave without looting all the items. Cookie, right? We got Cookie. Oh, man. That was good. We didn't win the chess piece, the other mage won it, so I wonder what it looks like. Yeah, it's not the best that he took that, but he might have had worse, you know. We've got cookies still, and then we have, yeah, the minor card quest. Yeah, we could get the one. I'm not super worried about it anyway. We'll get a really good staff off of the quest, so. Yeah, when I do these runs, I don't ever expect to get any gear, especially in hardcore when you can only do it once. You can basically be assured that you're not going to get gear. We've got Impatient Mage, yeah. Impatient Mage with his new shirt. Here he comes. Cookies tenderizer. It's the worst thing about solo self-found, is that, like, you know you can't come back in here, you know? Alright, I jumped down with the mages. We did a bad thing. Oh yeah, this is not where we want to be. Oh dear lord. Yeah, I saw somebody fall off, so I just followed them. They were trying to do a silly trick, whereby we jumped. We had to jump. We were trying to jump to the platform. Yeah. I'm not doing anything except staying out of combat down here. Yeah. We all followed him down, right? So how do we, Oh, okay. Yeah, we have to clear our way up, basically. I don't think we can sneak by this, that's all. Let's just clear it. Oh, run on accident. I thought you were trying to do something like really clever with like jumping over to the bridge. And I was like, that's a cool idea. so I just thought I would try too. He evade bugged for a minute. That wasn't too bad. Vastaria, good evening. Thanks for being here. Johnny, you would have hearthed out. Yeah, we still got stuff to do though. We gotta go do the miners punch cards and then the one named guy, I think. Yeah, the badge and the cards. We still got a couple things to do. Yeah, the cool thing is, on official servers, we'll be able to turn around and do it again, you know? So if nothing drops, doesn't matter. That'll be the cool thing about official hardcore. One of the cool things. One of the coolest things will be, you know, having a good group and being able to do the run again. Now, to be fair, like, these early dungeons, they don't always drop anything good anyway. A lot of the bosses still drop greens. That's true, Aaron. Yeah, we can't turn around and do it right again. Right. But we'll be able to do it again. Like, even if it's the next day. It just means that we'll have another chance. When we get absolutely nothing out of a run, we'll have another chance. Yeah, you're right. It'll be the next day. We won't be able to run it back to back. Yeah, we've got other people back here. Let's maybe like run through. See if we can get to where we can actually get the quest done. Although they might have just fought. They're either fighting their way in there or they're fighting their way out of here. Either way, we might have to wait for respawns. Respawns it is. Yeah, they should all come back up really, really quick. Here we go. Despite our best efforts, our inventory is almost full. Joe, I have no idea. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide the faction, like a week before I'll decide the faction. And then I probably won't decide till the last minute. We are losing our other mage, that's fine. We shouldn't need 5 people for this one. He's out. It's always hard to do this after the run. Like, ideally, you really want to be patient and, like, do it first. Because after the run, yes, some people are going to be like, nah, don't want to wait for respawns, and they're going to bail. Yeah, less cards, yes. Yeah, less cards to share. That's a good point. Of course, if you were trying to do this like in a smaller group or even by yourself carefully, you'd have respawns like popping up on you constantly. But not now. Yeah, Shaman's not off the table, but It's it's sliding off the table. Yeah, it's like at the edge of the table. The only mob in the game that takes a while to respawn. I might go warrior. I might go like body type B orc warrior. That's been a thought that crossed my mind. I've made that character just to kind of see like what I would do with it. Created it at a level 1 and just to like check it out. So I might do that. Yeah. I either have to do something that's going to heal or I have to do something that's going to tank. These respawns are 3 to 4 minutes, yeah. Yeah, everything else in the game pops back up instantly. Yeah, if we go horde side, we have more access to dungeons, and that might be crucial. It's such a big deal, especially if we're going to be able to do them like every day, one every day. It's such a big deal that we can easily get the Scarlet Monastery. I feel like so many more horde groups go out for Scarlet Monastery because it's so easy to travel to it. Whereas on the Alliance side, it's a huge pain. Especially when you can't risk it to get the Chillwind flight point and like run from there. You can't risk it on hardcore. Alex, you did amazing, man. No, you did a great job. It was probably the smoothest DEADMINES run I have ever had. So yeah, there are a lot of things that can go wrong in DEADMINES, and none of them went wrong for us because of how you pulled. Yeah, there weren't any problems. Especially because you're doing it on a paladin and you don't have any way to taunt. Yeah, you don't have anything at big range. You can't use a ranged weapon to pull. And you don't have a taunt, so you did amazing. You know what I realize, guys? Like, I'm gonna say this, and like, nobody freak out about it. This quest right here, even though this is a dungeon quest, this is not in a dungeon. So technically, we are grouped up to do an open world elite quest. Because this is not a dungeon. We are not in the instance. So I'm just throwing that out there for people. I know groups do this quest, but this is no different to me than like Pyrewood Village or the Ogres in Loch Modem, because we are not in an instance. So we are technically not doing a dungeon. So we are technically a bunch of people grouped up doing an elite quest out in the world. Think about that for a bit. And then stop thinking about it right away. Please. But this isn't technically a dungeon. I know it categorizes it as a DEADMINES quest, and that's why it's okay. But we're not in a dungeon. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. Just saying. It feels like, okay, so we can do this together. We're not in an instance, but we can't do Pyrewood Village, which is also not in an instance. Do I need to loot this guy's badge? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Ouch. Fire. I'm just saying, doesn't that make sense to anybody else? Like, this is not an instance, and we're not on the way to an instance. We've already cleared the dungeon, and this is not on the way to DEADMINES. So by coming over here and doing this, like, we are just doing an open world quest that happens to have elites, and we're in a group for it. I will keep being distracted, and I will still loot the item. But telling me to not be distracted is like, that's like an oxymoron. You can't tell me to not be distracted. I am perpetually distracted. Listen, I focused up for like an hour and a half while we did the run, and nobody died. So now that I focused for so long, I'm gonna be continually distracted. Well, I'll try not to miss any loot. BRD has quests like this also. Yeah, and I feel like it's right on the fringe of the rules. It's right on the fringe of the rules the way that I interpret them. I don't care because I think not being able to group up for elite stuff is BS. I think you should always have been able to group up for any elite quest in the game. I think that's how that rule should have been handled. If it's an elite quest, we should have always been able to group up for it with other hardcore players. That's my feeling, so. I just thought it was interesting to point out. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for those aspects of the official servers. I'm excited to have the lack of made-up rules that stop people from playing together. That's what I'm excited about. The lack of made-up rules that stop people from playing together. Yep. We just don't have any room in the old inventory. Yeah, these were all the non-union workers. These were the workers that came in once the union members went on strike. These were like the strike fillers. What do they call it? There's a name for them, but I think it was kind of like a derogatory term for people that would take jobs when the union would go on strike. They'd call them like a certain thing. The people would come and take those jobs. Scab workers? Was it historically called scab workers? What an awful name, if true. It was scabs. Jesus. Because eventually when the union came back, they'd have to pick them off, right? Like a scab. Thanks, Dakota. I appreciate that. Whoops. I thought those were cloth. My bad. Yeah, I saw Stamina Spirit and I went for Need, man. Yeah, they were definitely not for me. It's the first misclick on loot today, so I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I did. I saw stats. My brain's getting tired. We've been at it for, well, it's only been 3 hours. I don't have a right to be that tired. However, the dungeon was a little bit more stressful than normal play, so... I'm gonna say, yep, I misclicked because of tired. Yeah, I'm going with that. That's my excuse. But we know I'm just like very inattentive, but especially at this point in the day. It's bedtime. Tim, I appreciate you being here, man. It's awesome. Have a good rest of your night. Yeah, this has been a real blast. Thank you again, Alex, Chase, for coming along on this one. This has been amazing. I've had a lot of fun. And it would not have been this much fun in a complete pug. Not at all. There would have been a lot more stress, and it just would not have been as enjoyable without you guys here for it. It's looking like we're the only ones left that need the need an item here. All right, now it's just me. It's embarrassing. I mean, you threw some sheeps as well, and in hardcore vanilla, sheeps are also clutch. Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's it. Done. Everyone's good, right? Alright, we're all done. I think I'm hearthing out of here. I think I'm hearthing out. Yep. Can I loot the shoulder pads? Hey. I can't wear them anyway though. Darn. I mean, I can loot them and sell them, but yeah, too bad they're not cloth. Alright. Guys, that was awesome. What a great experience. This makes me really excited to play official hardcore, like being able to play with more of you guys. Yeah, being able to do runs like every day, to be able to get on and do some runs. That's what I'm really excited about. Because this was a ton of fun. Yeah, official's gonna be good. Yep, yep. I have to sell before I turn any of this stuff in. There she is, 5 intellect, 11 spirits. The Staff of Westfall. Very nice. It's our first blue. Chase, have a good one, man. Thank you so much for coming along. I appreciate it. It's been awesome. SFK? Yeah. I think, yeah, SFK. We could do Wailing Caverns, but it's kind of I think it's kind of a pain for us to get there at this level. So yeah, probably SFK. She has nothing for us, unfortunately. Got all that XP though. Yeah, see, doing the dungeon, doing the dungeon and completing the quest, we get quite a lot of experience. Now the other ones turn in back in Stormwind, right? Stormwind, Stormwind, and Stormwind. Okay. Well, let's get these turned in. Yeah, that's what Alex did, and I mean, I appreciate him for it. It's a huge hit to, like, the checkbook, but I appreciate having him here. Yeah, I could never ask somebody to pay 2 subs just to come play. It's nice that the option does exist, though. It just sucks that you have to have 2 different accounts to do it. Imagine dying to a fall now. Yeah, like if we just fell off the top of the tower and died. How bad that would feel. Oh, this is great though. We got a blue. We got a blue at level 19. Oh, that's so awesome. As if we needed like any more mana regen, right? We got 11 spirit. As if our regen wasn't already like off the hook. Yeah, it feels good. It's gonna be hard not to just roll a priest and official, but I think I might go warrior, and I you know, so that way I can tank. Yeah, I think I might go orc warrior. It just kind of got stuck in my head, and then I created the character, and I was like, yeah, I think I can do this. It would be nice to have access to more dungeons early on. Like, being able to do Rage Fire, being able to do Wailing... Like, at this level that we're at right now, we would have already done Rage Fire a few times, we'd already be able to do Wailing Caverns. We'll have super close access to a bunch of other dungeons. Stormwind music. Oh, I can't do troll. Nah, I gotta go body type B orc. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I created the character and I liked it, so I have to do that, I think. So I'm kind of feeling it. I can't do troll. I can't do a troll, guys. I know the racials are probably better, I just can't do it. Dixie Golden, that's awesome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you checking out the stream. Orc has something. I don't know what they got, but I'm gonna go orc. Yeah, someone told me that the female orcs have good animations. I'm hoping so. All right. Hey, we hit level 20. That's amazing. What a good day. Oh, look at that. What are we're going into improved Shadow Word Pain? Not really. We don't need the duration, do we? I don't really need the duration. We're killing things so quick. Maybe we reduce the chance to resist. I'm gonna go here. Awesome. Hey, it's a milestone. It's like 3 milestones in one day. We did our first dungeon. We got our first blue. And we hit level 20. So, yeah. Yeah, the hit's going to be more important, definitely. Yeah, we're going to go 5 points in the hit. That way, no misses, no resist. Alright, guys, I've had a great time. It's been amazing. I really, really appreciate you all being here for it. I'm going to take a break for today. And we will be back tomorrow for some more fun. Thank you guys again. I really do appreciate all the support and you guys showing up every day. And until next time, as always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.